Okay, this is my absolutely most fun reading group of all. And you guys are special because you can do what? Read what? Upside down, right.
He went down to the
What's the first letter? He went down to the... What's the letter? What's the first letter of the last word? He went down to the... River. Who said that? River. How do you spell river? One.
He went to the river. He went to the river. E-R.
Very good. He went down to the river. Okay, so let's start at the first word and we'll read the whole thing. All right, you ready? Start from the beginning. Together, all together, nice and slow. Ready? Father Bear went down. Oh, I almost said down. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Let's go back again. Father Bear went fishing. He went down to the what? River. With a V. River. Good one. What do you think? Do you really think that 90-degree angle is better for you?
I like it like...
Or like that?
I like it like this.
Okay, I don't care which way you do it. If this is best for you, if you can find that best, do it that way. Because I have one girl that does it just like that. I tried her inverted, and she said, Mr. Brown, I can't do it inverted. And you know what? I tested her, and she said, and she was right. And I said, sorry, Kara, you can't do it upside down. She says, yeah, but if I can turn it sideways, I can be really good. And I said, you can? And she said, yeah. And she did this, but guess what? She's left-handed, so guess which way she turned her book? Exactly. And you're right-handed, and you want it to go that way. So guess what? You'll be the first right-handed student that reads sideways that I've ever run into. Okay?
Alex gave me a break. I shoved my brother against the window. We're almost there. Don't start thinking about getting bus sick now. The bus rumbled over the narrow road. I held onto the seat in front of me.
Hey, this is Kara, and she's going to be reading the best way she can, which is on a 90-degree angle sideways. Harry Potter, Chapter 1. Okay, Kara.
Mr. and Mrs. Wait, introduce yourself.
She's fine. Shh.
Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't go with such nonsense. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde, and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. The Dursley had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion there was no finer boy.
Okay, this is Moiwa. He's a 90-degree to the right. I think it's turned to the right. Or is it turned to the left? Okay, well, he's right-handed, and he finds that if it's turned to his, let's see if we can go over here. All right, here's, okay, it's turned to the left. Oh, it's turned to the left because he's a right-hander. Okay, the name of this story is I think, let's see what this story is. My Loose Tooth. Okay. All right, so let's start over here.
I brush. I'm in a rush. gosh.
Wow, nice job. Okay.
On my tooth is loose.
Very good. Now let's try this again. What are those two letters?
On
Take a look again. O, what? O-H. What word would that be? O-H. Yeah. Oh. And then it's, what are these two letters?
On
What's that letter?
no.
Right. Now do it again. Oh.
Oh no, my tooth is loose.
Right, this is Desmond again. He's going to do a little demonstration of inverted reading. He just started with me less than a week ago and let me know that this was best for him. Go ahead, Desmond.
Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, illustrated from
Garth, yep.
Start little pictures by Garth.
Oh, okay. Pictures by Garth Williams. It says, by E.B. White, author of Stuart Little.
Stuart Little?
Stuart Little. He wrote, well, E.B. White wrote Stuart Little too, and pictures by Garth Williams. That's the illustrator, okay? So let's see. Okay.
Before breakfast. Where's Papa going with that axe? Said Fern to her mother as they were setting the table for breakfast. Out to the hog house, replied Mrs. Arrow. Some pigs were born last night. I don't see why he needs an axe, continued Fern.
Yep. Go ahead.
So only 8. Well, said her mother, one of the pigs is a runt. It's very small.
All right, this is Corey, and he's going to be demonstrating some of his inverted reading. Okay, Corey, go ahead.
Go ahead. A home is a place to live. Everyone needs a home. Some people live in many apartments.
Don't guess.
Some people live in houses.
Yeah. This is Alexandrina, and she's going to be reading Dick and Jane, Go Away Spot, which she can read from the beginning, right? The whole thing. And Alexandrina, can you explain why you like to hold the book like that? Why do you like to turn it upside down?
Because it's easier.
It's easier for you. Does it make the words easier to follow? Yeah. And what happens if you hold it the other way? Why is it?
Harder.
It's harder for you. Okay. All right, let's start. Turn the book the way you use it, the way you like to have it.
Have to get to the page.
Okay. Very good. All right, you can start.
Jane and Puff. Oh, Jane, I see something. Look, Jane, look. Look here. Come, Puff, come here. Jump, little Puff, jump, jump.
Oh, I like the way you're reading today.
Look, baby Sally, come here and look. See, Puff. Puff can help. Puff can help Jane. See, Puff.
Yes, with.
Now
Good.
I would
No, that doesn't say would. Will.
not eat them with
That's a silly guess. In.
a house.
Yeah.
I will not eat them. And I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them.
You had this one before.
And
A-N-Y. Annie.
Where?
Anywhere. I.
Will.
This is the last. This is the last of it. I do.
Not like.
Why are you guessing? What's EAT?
Eat.
Right. I do not eat.
Green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
I
do
not like this. Sam, I am.
That's it. I think we're tired now. You guys are getting antsy-pantsy.
Tiger.
Okay, you want to introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'm Isaiah. I'm Tiger because I'm Jacob.
Okay, and the boys are going to be reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. This is our first official video take. With them doing Reader's Theater, so they all have their own parts, okay? So I'm not going to say anything, all right? You guys are in charge, all right? Here we go. Take one. This is going to be the only one. Okay, here we go. Tiger, you begin.
Mr. and Mrs. Dursley, number 4, Private Drive, was proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you would expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't go do such nonsense. Okay. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Corning, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful, as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that somebody would discover